Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk to you guys about the latest world boss invasion, that is Odin, the final boss of the week. Now, there are a couple of reasons why I want to get into Odin, specifically because he's the only hero out of the week of different world boss invasion modes, and his world boss invasion mode is unique. It's the link mode, where all of the HP of the heroes is shared, so it's both challenging in a fun way, but also can be punishing if you're playing with people who don't understand what the mode is about. So I wanted to give you guys as much information as I have and give you as many tips as I can so that you can actually succeed in this game mode, not only for your own success but also for the success of other people, because for every one of you dunderheads that I help, I'm helping 2 other people at least by proxy when you play. It's probably way more than 2, but let's just say you play 1 world boss invasion per day. Let's just say. Also, the stage needs to be cleared with less than 4 heroes dying. You'll see why the co-op mission reward and the link mode, which is the main game's challenge, are inextricably linked, because if you take enough damage, you will lose characters regardless of what you do. So I wanted to show you guys what that's like so you can get a bit of a better understanding for what you need to do. So I'm going to show you guys how the game mode works with Hellstorm over here. Thankfully, this game mode does not have any requirements in terms of the character's typing or male or female, hero or villain, whatever. And your characters don't lose health in the normal way, in the traditional way. But this game mode still punishes heroes who face tank too much. So as you can see on the left there, Hellstorm, Ulick, and Fandral have no health bar, and neither do any of my teammates here, the Sharon Rogers or Yellow Jacket, but what they do have is a shared HP at the top. That shared HP at the top is going down, that blue bar is going down because my friends and I are taking damage from Odin. What will happen is when the bar reaches 0, when the blue disappears and it's all orange, then it will warn you that the active character is going to die. What that means is the characters that are active for each player, they're all going to die. So that means if this bar fills up twice, then you will lose the co-op game mode reward, because that means 6 players will have died. So what you need to do to ensure that doesn't happen is you have to try to kill the boss before the bar drops twice. But what's more important is that if the bar is going to drop and you are going to lose a character, it looks like we're going to kill him before the bar drops all the way. But let's say it were going to drop, then if see, the active hero is about to flee the battle, I switched to Fandral, because if we lose the active hero, Fandral in my case is only 1 star. I have none of his gears leveled up. He doesn't do very much damage, so I don't mind losing Fandral. If I had kept going with Hellstorm, yes, I would have done more damage, but I would have lost Hellstorm if we had had the bar depleted all the way to 0. And then I would have been, and my team would have been at a huge disadvantage, because I would have lost my main DPS character. So for one, you don't want to bring in 3 characters who are all high DPS or high value or high rank, because that's just a waste of your roster. But for 2, when you go in with 3 characters, you should go in with 1 strong one and 2 weaker ones. And then when you get that warning, the active character is about to flee battle, you want to switch from your main source of damage, your main win condition character. You want to switch to another character, and you basically just sacrifice them, use them as fodder, whatever you want to call it. When they die, switch back to your main hero and continue to DPS down the boss. Let's do a couple more here, because I really want to illustrate for you guys exactly what happens when you lose a character and what it looks like and what you can expect from that. Unfortunately, in order to lose a character, you have to be taking a lot of damage. So it's something that's probably going to get my teammates pretty upset with me at first, but we'll pull it out in the second half of the fight. So I hope they don't feel too bad about it in the end. but we're just basically going to intentionally take damage here to illustrate the game mode. I'm going to intentionally take damage with Elsa, and then I'm going to switch over to Crossbones, and I'm going to sacrifice him, and then I'm going to switch back to Elsa to finish off the fight. We're still going to use the co-op button because that's the bro thing to do, but we're not going to use the 5 skill because we want to take damage, and we can see here we're already at half health. Hulk's trying to be a little bit of a strategist and dodge Odin's attacks. That's not really going to work, bro. I'm still going to take damage. So here we go. We're going to switch because the active hero is about to flee battle, and we're going to see here that Crossbones is going to die pretty soon. But that's okay because we really don't give a shit. We're going to be clearing this with Elsa in a moment. So there we go, and Crossbones is dead, and now you can see that the bar is on its last legs. If the bar triggers again, we're going to lose another round of heroes, and we're going to lose the co-op reward. So we definitely do not want to do that because each team just lost one character. So as you can see there, both of the yellow jackets on my co-op members' teams are both dead. They did not know to switch into other characters, so unfortunately they lost their high DPS hero or villain. I did know, that's why I switched over to, okay, it's going to happen again, so we got to switch over to Wong, but that's why I switched over to Crossbones to save Elsa. Even having a guard or some kind of immunity is not going to save you. This is an instant kill mechanic. As you can see there, we just lost another character, so it looks like this fight might actually go really badly for us because we're taking way too much damage. The people on my team are really not helping me out at all. So it looks like we're going to lose this one in total. Yep, we're definitely about to lose this one for sure. The unfortunate thing is we're going to lose the energy from this try. We don't get the 10 energy back. The fortunate thing is that we will not lose the characters. So we lost. There is the lost game screen. And I did that primarily to illustrate for you guys why you need to bring in bad characters in order to switch over to them when they're about to die. So I didn't lose Elsa, however I did lose the energy. So in that case, guys, the smarter thing for me to do would be to exit the game mode by either closing the application or just going to the home screen of my device temporarily, or standing still for 10 seconds so that the system kicks me for being inactive. There are multiple ways of leaving the game mode, but I just wanted to stay in there to show you guys what's up, and I didn't feel like abandoning my teammates at that time. One more thing I wanted to show you guys, the value and the added benefit of having a healing character in your party. So you guys can really see the value of having someone like Groot or Ancient One. And just to get you guys thinking about different scenarios where you can make different team members more or less valuable. So what I mean is healing characters do definitely have a place in this game as support characters, but often their heals are used in single player modes where you just switch into the character, you drop the heal spell, and then you switch back to your main DPS, and it's kind of like you're just helping yourself. It's really not that interesting, although it is very useful. What is really interesting in this game mode is that the main form of punishment, which is your characters taking enough damage to die, is actually counteracted by the heals. So I'll show you what I mean here. We're going to take damage shortly with one of these characters, maybe even my War Machine. And then I'm going to go and switch to Groot, and we're going to heal back that damage once again. So the bar has dropped by about, I don't know, less than 10% probably. But it's noticeable enough that now you're going to see it go back up. So you can see there it's actually going back up really fast when they stand in the healing circle of Groot. Groot's healing circle heals for a lot of HP. And you can see there that Groot is pretty much totally mitigating, at least for the 10 seconds that the Spore is active, totally mitigating Odin's damage, which is awesome. And you can really use that in, just for one battle, of course, because once you use a character, you can't use them again. But you can really mitigate even a bad player's gameplay by using a heal like Ancient Ones or Groot's, or to a smaller extent, Carnage's, although that one is very difficult to pull off. But it's just really interesting to me that even though I didn't score the highest in DPS, I was probably last place. Yeah, last place by a long shot. I did give my team a lot of benefit. They probably didn't need it because they had Thanos and Proxima, but for another team that doesn't have those high burst DPS characters, those teams that need to chip away moment by moment, skill by skill. Thanks for the Dimension Rift, Squirrel Nut. For those teams, it's really valuable and it's really beneficial, if luck would have it, that they have a character like Ancient One or Groot who can drop a group heal. So I do really like that they added that in, and I do like that that's kind of an incidental or a coincidental benefit. I think that Netmarble should try to find more ways to make those kinds of characters useful, because it really explores and it really pushes that support character role, kind of like an Overwatch or Team Fortress 2 and stuff like that, where you have dedicated medic characters, dedicated healers. You know, heroes don't die, guys. So it's really amazing to me that they found such a novel way and such a meaningful way of making Groot actually potentially the MVP of a match based solely on his healing. Like, you can have Groot or Ancient One's heal be the difference between a win and a loss. So, I mean, I don't want to stress that one too much, because it only happens, you know, twice every week, because Odin is the only boss that has this link HP mechanic. But if they start to introduce these types of mechanics more, and they, you know, give more priority or give more incentive to use healing, it will incentivize more team play, more smart play from characters, from people playing, and it will make those healing characters even more valuable than they are now, to the group's goal and to the group success. So that's why I wanted to touch on that, and that's why I think it's so important and cool that they have that in there. So that's the game mode, guys. That's the PSA for today. You definitely want to press the purple button as much as you can, because it gives you damage, it debuffs the boss, and it snares them and stuns them for like a pretty long time. And you also want to be careful, specifically in this game mode, when that blue bar is getting down to its last little nub, and it starts to tell you that warning sign, the active hero is going to flee. Switch over to your bad character, switch over to your terrible 1-star fodder character, let them die, and then go back and continue DPSing with your main source of damage. That way your team will have a much better chance of killing the boss before you lose too many heroes. So I hope these tips have been helpful, guys. I hope that you can clear World Boss Invasion with as much of your roster as you can. And I wish all of you mythic chests, as long as you're pressing the purple button. And of course, guys, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.